So we've got two parallel lines, A and B. Which angles are congruent to angle 2? So angle 2 is right here. Is angle 1 congruent? No. They are linear paired, but they're not congruent, so that's not true. Angle 3, are 2 and 3 congruent? Yes, because they're vertical angles, yes. Angle 2, angle 5. Those are not congruent, they're not alternate interiors. How about angle 7? Those are congruent, they are alternate exterior, that's true. Next. Ethan constructed angle K to be congruent to angle N. He claimed, and some other stuff, and he claims the triangles are congruent. So to figure this out, draw the triangles. KLM. And NOP. Angle K. Angle N and angle K are congruent. So mark them congruent. Then KL is congruent to NO, so mark that. And angle M is congruent to angle P over here. So why are they congruent? Two angles, the side's not in between, that's angle set. So given triangle CAT is congruent to triangle DOG. Which of the following congruent statements are true? Now, if they're true, that means since the triangles are written in this order, everything needs to be in that same corresponding order. So CA is the first two letters. That would go with DO, which is the first two letters. That's true. You could also do this by drawing it out. As long as you label it in corresponding order, it works out. So CA, this side would match up with DO, which is that side. That's true. TA would be the right side. DG is the bottom side. That's false. ACT, that's this angle over here at angle C. And OGD, that'll be the angle on the right. Those do not match up. Those two do not match up. ATC and OGD. ATC, that's the angle over here on the right. OGD, that's also the angle over here on the right. So that's true. You could also just compare the letters ATC, so that's the second, third, first. OGD is second, third, first. As long as the order matches up, it's true. Number 7 here, BD is perpendicular to AC. And AB is congruent to BC. So since AB is 20, BC is also 20 feet. And since this is perpendicular right there, that means we can use Pythagorean Theorem to figure out what the other side is. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. The only one that matters about that is C. C is the slanted one. C is the 20. The biggest number. So A squared plus 12 squared equals 20 squared. And then solve that out. So that's 144 or 400. Subtract the 144. Subtract the 144 from the 400. And you get 256. Take the square root of that. You get 16. 16 times 16 is 256. So this side is 16. This side is 16. So to find the perimeter, we got to go all the way around the triangle. So the 20 plus the 20 plus both of those 16s. So 20 plus 20 plus 32. 72 feet. There's your perimeter. So given these two triangles in the coordinates here, you can tell that they are congruent because you can do translations, rotations, reflections, all those rigid motions. So to get ABC onto DEF, you can rotate at 180. And then you can do that however you want. You can turn your paper and look at where it is. You can use the parchment paper stuff. You can use the rule if you remember what those are. It's 2 to the right and 4, so 2. B is going to end up right there. A is going to be 4 units down below that. And then C is 1, 2, 3 units to the left. So there's A, B, and C after you rotate 180. So to get it to map onto DEF, everything needs to move to the left and up. To the left 4, up 2. That's called a translation. Left 4, up 2. That's how you know they're congruent, because there's a sequence of rigid motions that maps one onto the other. There's the rigid motions. Now, what congruency statements can be made? There's all 3 sides are congruent to all 3 sides, and all 3 angles are congruent to all 3 angles. So you can say that side AB will be congruent to DE. So the other sides that work out would be side BC. That would match up with EF. And then the last sides would be AC with DF. So you also need to write the angles. Angle A with angle D, angle B with E, and C with F. Angle A is congruent to angle D. Angle B is congruent to saying angle E. And angle C with angle F.